Guys, whew, I got a doozy. I have a doozy tonight. Wait, let me see this. So a card just fell. You know, I shuffle my cards. I'm doing some new things, just trying to put myself in a really good state as we start. And right here is a card that I pulled. It's the Magician. And for those who know, and this is going to be, you're going to see an extremely powerful, intense live. I wasn't planning on going on, and then I had to. I'm not even organized. I just have a file that says tonight's. I think I just put it as tonight. It says how I'm just going on, girls and guys. Okay, so it's the Magician. Discipline and responsibility. You have the power within yourself to accomplish whatever you wish. You have the necessary tools at your disposal. Focus your will and hone your skills. And then the reverse, manipulation. Power can blind you to what is appropriate. Keep in mind the negative stereotype of the magician as a character and swindler. Well, I think that the negative and the positive probably goes really well for tonight, because I'm sure I'm about to touch upon some information never seen before, like this. I've never had this information before. Stuff is pouring in. I don't know why. It's just pouring in, and it seems to be on the psychic side. It seems to be giving me the truth in which the children see it and want me to hear it really quickly, because or else the wrong people are going to be up and center. Like, I didn't say I don't know if anyone's going to be arrested or anything, but it's the wrong people are going to be front and center. Like, that's it. That the wrong people are being focused on, and history is repeating itself, and it's going back 2.5 years. How they start, it's like a time frame right now. Everyone's on the same time frame, I feel, and there's something happening, and they're acting as if they're acting as if they're back in the beginning, almost like they're, act 2. Like, this is why I had to go on right now, you guys, because I have to go on when this comes through, and this is coming through very strongly. Those who don't know me, I'm clairvoyant, medium. I give readings and just channel, period. I don't even have any rhyme or reason to be saying what I'm saying, other than for that reason alone. And what I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's for entertainment and educational purposes. Definitely light your candle, light your incense. Happy Friday night. I feel as if there's a storm of information, and it's been 2.5 years, and somebody's going to take the heat. I'm not saying somebody or something is going to be front and center, and I'm being given information to throw out to you guys, to just regurgitate it out as I was shown it and as I collected it, to keep YouTube. It's really just YouTube. It's just us, YouTube, crime crazies and the conspiracy theorists that are like talking about all this shit. No one has sat in the news. This is just stuff that we all hear. This is what we do. And we're all here because we like to do it. We like to try to, bring up the truth while it's being completely shoved under the rug. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm bringing you what is coming out of my mouth, and that's it. I don't know how else to explain it. That's it. So Jodi Sue Brown, this is again, Jodi Sue Brown, you're the next contestant at WCA Network, where the price is right. So I don't mean anything by you, because I know that I don't know you. And I know that the true, real Jodi Sue Brown is saying, what the fuck? Just like that. The fuck now. Like, what the fuck? Like that. Like, really, are we playing these childish games again? We are. So I don't know who she is. It's no one that we know on YouTube. It's not who you think it is. So when I'm sitting here talking about Jodi Sue Brown, it's not the one that's on the YouTube channel. All of this shit is deep faked, and you're seeing multiple different faces. And I'm just talking, this is how they get away with true crime shit. And Jodi Sue Brown is not just one person. It's a multitude. So when I'm not picking on that channel because we don't know who the fuck that channel is. I'm telling you that the person in front of me is who I'm talking to. I am talking to the person in front of me. I am talking to the Jodi Sue Brown that is in this fucking video. Because you, my darling, you, my little peeper, you, my little sweetheart, dumpling, are busted. I spent the whole entire day going over every last video going back to May of 2021. This person here, this is Jodi Sue Brown in the car. But the problem we have here, you guys, is she's showing the exact kind of mask, the exact kind of information that I have been gathering since June 2021. This little mask person here is the foundation of what's going on. This mask thing right here is repeated in every one of the YouTube people I follow, including Ryan Upchurch. So I know that what I have been listening to for the last so many hours is got to be something that is completely protected by Ben Hill Road. Ben Hill Road community. That's how big it is. We're talking protected by those that protect it. That those who protect the land in which they live. This is about the land in which they live. It comes with a way of living. And if you don't like it, you will either find yourself dead or get the fuck out. Or get the fuck out. Or you will, quote unquote, be killed. Quote unquote. By Jodi Sue Brown. Tonight's presentation I have not organized. Because, again, this is coming through very, very quickly. And it's about, this whole thing is about the property. It's about Ben Hill community. There's different people within, that is not Jodi Sue in here. This is someone much thinner that was in this video. I'm going to show all of this to you tonight. But those glasses are the glasses that we have on Summer Moon Wells. So, hold on to your shorts. You are going to be going for a ride tonight. I think, I don't know if I should, I'm going to go through the pictures first and then the videos. Jodi Sue Brown, I might do mixture, we'll see. I have no idea. But I do know that I have the story. That's why I broke it into two, even though I put Jodi Sue Bone. Jodi Sue Bone. Maybe that was done spiritually. That's the Jodi Sue Bone. Bone. It's not even bone, B-O-N-E. This is how my day started when I saw this in the front of one of Jodi Sue Brown's videos. I'm like, well, isn't that interesting? This is the same drawing that they have about the Delphi girls. I said each one of them, each one of these sacrifices, and the Delphis have them, have these antlers. And I said Summer Moon Wells has these antlers because they're speaking information. And this, the Delphi case has as well. Tonight. I started this because I woke up, I'm like, I need to go back to the very beginning videos of Jodi Sue's. It's basically as loud and as clear as it was. So that's what I did. And what I did before I spent the hours videotaping her videos, I went through them and I listened. And I don't listen the way, you know, someone who is just listening, you know. I don't listen the way that you guys think I'm listening. I collected these photos, as well as others. What happened was I put up the very first video, and that was this. And it wasn't the first one in the lineup, but I just watch it because even if it's not the first in the lineup for me, it was telling me to watch it first. That's how I saw it. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to correct myself. So I let this one play out. These are all within the week that Summer went missing. They start in May, and I'm going to play them after I go over the story. Back in May, when all of these videos seem to be about the fighting over the property. So listening to this stuff now compared to listening how I did 2.5 years ago is very different. Just like I tell you guys, you know, you may come in and, you know, those who, you know, act bullyish, turn a leaf. And I would say, you know, at first I was like really pissing off, and I give you guys a reading, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Now it's like very interesting because I feel so much more comfortable within my own skin of what I'm doing that I understand those who don't see it. Because I didn't see it until I saw it. And now I'm questioning everyone has their own reality. You guys are all walking in your own reality. So what I'm showing doesn't necessarily ever mean that anyone's going to see it but me. You're going to see a version of what I'm saying. That I know. But understand and don't get frustrated if you don't necessarily see the details. You will see details because everyone has a working brain that's here, right? And your brain is that powerful. You don't have to be clairvoyant. You're born with it. You just have to look and watch. For like the person who just came in and put the thumb down. That's a good thing. So how many times do I say to you guys, that gives me an affirmation, right? So it happens every time. The people that have been here for a while know when that happens, it's an affirmation to me that just remember, there are people out there that don't see and understand you and know what you're saying. And for me to have an open heart, and understand that. So in time, some people will see it. Like I say, pain and hurt and anger stops someone from seeing something that will bring more pain, hurt, and anger. It does. So anyways, with that being said, I went through the videos and I listened to them. I listened to them while I'm able to basically notate what I see within my third eye. And then I decided to go grab some other photos, which are in this presentation, which I don't have to go over yet until I show you photos. But I grabbed familiar information that will help tell the story based on what came through from Jodi Sue Brown's videos. You see, her videos are not about her. It's whoever is a Jodi Sue Brown beneath the deep fake is who has given me all these gifts of information. They're gifts of information because it's not about her. She has provided me with the vehicle to the spirits for me to hear the information. So just imagine if someone's sitting behind, you're playing a video, you don't know what the fuck you're watching. You're like, I don't care. There's an angel sitting behind my shoulder watching the same thing. That person there is going to let me know what to pay attention to and then tell me what I'm supposed to see. It's kind of like that. So it's not about Jodi Sue. There could be Ronald McDonald in there for all I care. I don't, because I'll still see Jodi Sue Brown, whoever that Jodi Sue Brown is. Like right there, no one's going to be like, what the fuck is she talking about? That's supposed to be Molly Golightly. This picture's from Molly Golightly's video. Molly Golightly's video. I have photos from the particular creators from the beginning, including Tiffany Marie, Ziggy, the Trish girl, AB before he turned into a different channel. Obviously Benny, obviously those. White Boy, Upchurch, all of those. And I've kept them and I know who's giving me these bits of information. Now when I see this, all I can see is what you see all the way to the right. This photo to the right has a tree trunk. This is in Jodi Sue Brown's. My little angels brought me over here. I don't give a shit who the perpetrator. There's a child. There is a victim in here. That's how I'm getting this stuff to tell you. There's a victim in here. It goes with the storyboard that I'm hearing from Jodi Sue Brown. The tree trimmers. This is what goes through my head when I'm sitting here and just sitting here and letting it come through. Tree trimmers. The trees. The map. All of this here are parts of their property. Conversations that were taped have everything to do with these tree trimmers. Have everything to do with what not to not what don't you touch that gumball tree. Don't you touch that tree, that Summer Moon Wells's tree. And that is not on your property, even though you think it is. It's not. Oh, yes, it is. It's not. But don't touch it, and do not touch that tree. That's called being a clairvoyant. What I just did and came through is an emotion about cutting the tree and the tree trimmers and the fight that happened. What side, east or west, is this going to be? Do not go selling property to figure it out. Do that and we will kill you. Oh yeah, try that, big buddy. Done that before. People find themselves right off the cliff. Bye-bye. You want to do something like that? You'll never show up again. You'll go right down the river. Because you don't know what you're dealing with here at Ben Hill Road. You don't have a clue. So get the fuck out. You don't belong here, is what they're saying. There's a situation. It started in May. Started way before. It's been going on for years. Don't fuck with them. They have no idea what they'll do. See this? Do not touch that tree. Don't you dare cut that down. There's the snake head. This is a snake head too. And Summer Moon Wells said over 2 years ago in one of my readings, remember guys? She said, we asked her, what does she see? What are you looking at? She said a snake, the snake smiling. She said she was looking at a snake. I repeated it. And the snake was smiling with all the animals. Thank you, Crystal, for that super sticker. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. So this is what this is about. But in the videos that I went through today, I heard the story that's being talked about. And I listened to all of them and I watched. This information that I'm bringing you, I believe, was the big blow up and confusion over Summer Moon. Now, I'm going to put something out there. This is what I'm saying. I already sent this into TBI. This is what I'm saying to TBI. I just told them to watch this. That these are roadmaps, and truthfully, you're probably laughing your asses off because you all are probably like, we know all this shit. Because this is stuff that there's someone this is my reading, there's someone within that department that knows this shit. Like, of course, that's you turn your cheek. If someone's going to fuck around with them, you turn your cheek and let them take care of it. Jodi Sue Brown says it right in the videos. See, that's the, who's that in the back seat? What it's saying is, I don't really give a shit if I know exactly who's in the back seat. What I'm telling you is, Summer Moon Wells was in the back seat. Summer Moon was in the back seat. That's what it tells me. It's not telling me anything other than this is what happens. This is Summer Moon Wells. Summer Moon Wells has a sister that is the real Summer Moon. That I'm told. That's what I get from this stuff. I hear it. I have no idea if I'm right or wrong. This is entertainment purposes. Entertainment purposes. I'm just telling you a story. I'm telling you a little bedtime story that Summer Moon Wells was older. The Summer Moon Wells they're talking about was 4 years old, not 5. She was 5. They wanted her to be 4 because 2 people now say 4. Jodi Sue Brown even says she's 4. And she says she had her head shaved that night and for sure was barefoot. I gotta blow these up. Was barefoot. So these videos, really what they do is, if in fact, but according to what I've been told so far, TBI is not going to do jack shit. Hey, that's according to Jodi Sue Brown. Okay? But if they were to take all this information that I'm giving tonight and put these maps together that I'm going to show, you're looking for particular trees. And there are markings. And if you really, really listen and hone in to her videos, each and every one of these photos is more than just showing their property. Because if you, to any of the TBI that gives a flying, just change the lighting. This here is what they created something like this in the Robert Vaughn years. They made this stuff for this particular reason. Right? Idaho. Let me open this up. For those that don't know what I mean, Robert Vaughn. Robert Vaughn, I don't know who's the Robert Vaughn, who's the real Robert Vaughn, I have no idea, is someone who created equipment that helped track these little trophies. I've got lots of videos on it. Let me just show you one little thing. I believe it's in here. It's in today's presentation. here. I'll show you some here. So Robert Vaughn made equipment that helped place these things. And this is actually in my presentation today. See their little teeny houses, and see what's down by his hand, the A. Wait. Let me do a pointer. Here, this is the A, and they put these little things in here, and here's the stick. So I have a lot of videos on this, but all this here, you find your trophies right in there. Right in there. It's showing the critter, it's showing the V, and that's what's throughout her whole video. Stuff like this. It shows it. Wait, let me get to my, hold on. Open this up, let me grab another one. So with each little photo that I snapped from these videos, all those videos is showing Summer Moon Wells's night of her sacrifice. This here is the night of. This is in Jodi Sue Brown's video, right here. That's her video. Let me turn it. Turn it this way. There. That's the one that has the helicopter. But really what that's showing is more than the helicopter. So these videos, I think this is the night of her sacrifice. And the information that shows within every other video is insane. This here is Jodi Sue and this video. These are different people. These are different circumstances being filmed. Every video shows a different Jodi Sue. Literally. Not deep faked. This is some blonde-headed girl in the car. That's in the video. That is fucking pornography. There. You could get it at 124.05. I mean, seriously? These are all the different bits of information that I got today. And this is where number 2 video will come in, where I take these and you could see them colorfully. And you could see the important information, and I'll point it out. That's just called elements. This here, and this is the screen. Points it out, and they change. Now, when I brighten these or contrast them is where I get the information. Like this. But it's the authorities that really should be checking this stuff out. Knowing that it's all in there, and these are very important pieces of the puzzle. The other map that I showed, I mean, she's very passionate about her property. This is all about her property, right? Which maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So don't get confused, guys. What I'm telling you is, as she's talking about whatever she's talking about, I hear the story about Summer. Does it mean she's telling it? No. So don't think I'm like sitting here saying, you know, I don't want anyone putting in my inbox, oh, that's just a survey of her property. I know that. I know that. I'm telling you, I only could hear the story of Summer, and the story has something to do with the property lines and has something to do with don't cut the tree down, to look inside the trees that match my first page, the little person's head in the tree. So that's what it's all about. And I haven't even showed you the videos yet or gone over my presentation. This is like a little intro. And it's the maps that are important. Don't go stepping on their side. And it's protected. Ben Hill Road is protected. Something about the property, and you can't just go selling shit off to people who don't know what's going on. But these are the maps that I'm gonna pull them apart for you guys a different night and bring it on as part 2. See the hearts in there? Wait, let me blow it up. This is what I changed the color before. So I will be showing you guys how the elements are going to be in the phone. And the elements, what I'm telling you, mark the property in which I believe you could find trophies. That's what's there, trophies. So I know a lot of people have not heard her tapes from the beginning. I'm only going to play a few and listen through ears of, not as it's Jodi Sue. Listen as you're listening to the story of Summer Moon. And then sometimes I will stop it. This is a good one. Let me see which one I have here to play first. Let me see, wait.
Okay, guys.
Okay. This is May 7th. Let me close my thing out. Okay. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Jesus. All right. Okay. I'll leave the comments open. So listen to this is May 7th.
Okay, guys. So, some piece of shit. Maybe. It might work.
Look in the back seat.
So, anyway, for those of you who don't know, going through some property shit, yada yada. So, anyway, turns out this piece we thought had been folded back in like it was supposed to be was not.
Talking about the property.
Just thinking everybody's forgot what the fuck was supposed to happen, so that's where we're at, and whatever. Don't matter at this point. What I've discovered, within a few hours of this shit starting, we put in bed and went home.
And obviously, yes, property/children.
And got into the property documents and surveys and all that stuff from 200 years ago, leading up to. So, and for those of you who are unaware, his family, in particular, owned most of Beach Creek. And I don't mean that in like they owned a big piece, or, I mean, his family owned most of it. So, if the surveys have been done on any of that property, even though it's changed hands by this point, chances are our family has your survey maps, because as it transferred between family, and here's the thing, even though all those tracts are split up and this and the other, and there's different names associated for most of them, all of them are still related. They're all kin down there, for the most part. So, turns out we go home after we put in that bid 17 minutes before close, and I'm not going to mention that.
So there's property for sale.
But the bitch said that she would take our bid. That obviously did not happen. Didn't expect it to, but, for what we knew was going to come after, it was going to be a necessary step if things went further than that, which I'm sure they're going to. So anyway, we get in the closet where all the rolls are for all the survey maps and things for the entirety of Beach Creek and then some, and pull out. Guess what we pull out? We pull out this particular person's whole family's original surveys out of our fucking closet for this little motherfucking piece right here. If you see it, see.
This is where I get my photos.
2.28. Right in my fucking front yard.
And they help me tell the story.
Now, look. Okay, so this jackass realtor, we've been through this. I mentioned it probably a week or so ago. We noticed immediately on home when we figured it was for sale, and the people at the driveway that had it that were like, yeah, here it is on the phone. We have it saved. It's for sale. They had the nice little pretty pictures, Well, the goddamn pictures that this motherfucking realtor took are on our fucking property. They trespassed. They took pictures of our fucking property to sell another because it's not worth a fuck. Turns out my other neighbor down the road had been called by this bitch 3 or 4 months back She asked him if he wanted it. He just assumed, he didn't think to say anything to us because he assumed that courtesy and respect, they would have called our asses and we passed up too. So, offered it to him for $17,850. Now, y'all, I understand what's fucking happening, but he laughed, everybody laughed, the whole holler's laughing at this point because this piece of property has sold for over $20,000 for 2 fucking acres. Now, these dumbass out-of-staters.
Now, the reason I'm playing this in its entirety, kind of, is because I feel it is extremely important. She talks very well. It's great information to know what's going on. And she explains it really well. And understand this is May 7th. And then I'm going to show you how it continues.
For starters, even if they looked at Google Maps, even if they looked at the GIS data, they damn well knew now that there was a house and barn, at least up here on what they could see. They knew. Now, I understand that you're moving from the fucking goddamn city, and you think, oh, look at this piece, and it's perfect, and it's the country. No, you're taking my shit the fuck away from me, because that's too goddamn close. I don't want neighbors. The neighbors I have are already too goddamn close. Like, I fucking hate it there anyway. The point is, and they're not that close by most people's standards, I don't fucking like it. So, you may be coming from the fucking city and thinking, oh, this is country. No, it's not. You're fucking invading it. You're ruining my shit. That ain't country to me. That's you fucking invading. You're too goddamn close. Back the fuck up. Go find some other goddamn holler that has 40 acres and you're close the fuck off and not near me. Regardless, these dumb Yankee sons of bitches bought it, thinking country, did not come look at it, and if they did, because, down there we don't fence, don't do anything, and by those tricky ass goddamn photos, probably assumed that what they were seeing was what they were getting. And it's not the case. And that's exactly why we weren't notified. So, like, motherfucking realtor's like, oh, I put up signs. Bullshit, he did. Our whole family lives on the fucking holler. We pass it every day. He didn't fucking do shit. Motherfucker didn't even do his due diligence as a fucking realtor, by the way. Didn't know that he was advertising it as cable, high-speed internet, Hawkins Electric, all kinds of shit. Until just a few hours before bidding ended.
Yeah, we're listening to this for a reason. I think it's important to get this history down of Ben Hill Road and how they protect their property and the lines. She does a great job. I think it's very important to set this here.
When I laughed at him and told him he was fucking stupid, and then he was like he was trying to sell it to me. I was like, dude, you're trying to sell me something that don't exist. I actually live on the fucking property. I know what's there. So then a few hours before closing, and this is illegal, by the way, he goes and revamps some of the sites he can get a hold of to where it only says utilities are electric, water, which I find fucking hilarious. Anyway, now here's what gets me. On most of the photos, you can see try to stand back from where maybe he thinks there's a property line, but not really. Then I come up on, let me show you these nice little photos. Photos are fucking wonderful. They're just wonderful. Oh, let me see her. Damn. Let's see if it was on that phone. Anyway. No, because I took it this morning.
And these photos I like to take to look at the land. Anything that has a map.
His bullshit photos.
And coordinates.
I can't remember if these are the ones I took to make his placements. Oh, here's some of them. Okay. So, I don't know if anybody can see this. It's on Zillow and a bunch of other places. But there is one, this is my fucking favorite right here. This is one of my favorites.
So when I see this, What I see is that Summer Moon Wells's tree, that is what I see, and not to say it's here, that she has a tree. And what I do is I give you the story of what I see. Let me see if I get this into focus. So, how I do this, let me give you an example and see how it's not about Jodi Sue. It's not about her. It's about the Jodi Sue that we don't know. And I use videos of particular creators to help aid telling the story. It's all about this, what you're looking at. Let me take a screenshot. Somewhere after Summer went through what she needed to go through in her resurrection, whatever they're trying to do with her. Somewhere Summer's remains, her trophies, basically went into a tree. That's what I see. Now, I don't know all of it, but I see that's, and the tree had some problems. Like, now the tree could be removed and another work could go in there. To the people who know the real story, I get it this way. Like a child is going to say tree. Maybe you made it look like a tree and it wasn't a tree at all. It was a fucking tube in the tree and they went somewhere. Could be a fake tree. I'm telling you this way. They saw a tree. Could be the bamboo sticks that they put up that are fake trees on. But they did that, you guys, right at the wells. So these things happen. And there were 3 bamboos, and I think there were 3 that went together here. But this is what is shown to me on her phone. And this could easily have been Summer's phone being held up. This could be, because it gives me information to help tell the story for the children. This here is a major emblem. Right here. So that's why I'm saying Jodi Sue has a lot of information to give me. This here is what is on the side of Summer's phone. All of this right here. I call them the boobs, whatever they are. But it's whatever is showing between these trees, is telling me the story of Summer. That's in the photo. And let me tell you something. They had different plans. They had plans for a piece of property. And didn't work out. It just didn't work out. And they gave it plenty of time to fix itself. There it is now. You see? Now we're going to go back to listening.
What you're looking at is they have taken a picture from the edge of the cliff, which is basically where they're going to try to put this house on. I'll get to it in a second. The road is here, but it's taken in like where the leaves are off. So you can't tell that it's off the cliff and the road's here. But what they get a picture of are my neighbor, the beginning of their property. So it makes it look like it's the road that's actually on the piece they're buying.
There it is. I moved it forward a bit. This, she's talking about her the piece of property. But what I'm telling you guys is that floating number 5, even though I know everyone's going to be like, oh, that's just something that's reflecting. Well, yeah, it's something that's been reflecting, but this here exact thing that's reflecting is the exact same element that I follow. So someone will be like, okay, well, yeah, these things are doing this because it's on the phone. Well, no, that's the same number 5 we've been watching since I said hello. These are locations. This is telling how we could find summer. It's telling the story very well. This here is what I'm reading. So what I'm saying is Summer Moon Wells is very, very close to the property as far as they have trophies of her. And that piece of property, for some reason, almost got sold. But they had plans. The person in the back seat, I don't even want to talk about that person. It's terrible. But they had plans. See? And this was a big deal.
Track. Let me turn it this way. Oh dear. Let me see. I got a better one here. Oh yeah. Here are the calls. I hate this fucking phone. Here we go.
Oh, I don't know if I went too fast forward. Let's see.
See, I'll put my finger on it. This one right here. This is the tract. Now, everything you see that's a fucking rectangle looking that goes out.
So I want to see it like you get it clearly. It shows a lot more than you think it does. We just stop it and let it roll. And it just gives a whole different version. Once it gets in focus. See how I look for certain numbers that pop out. Here's a number. This is the stuff I look for. It's not a reflection. So I look for my elements in there. It's everywhere. There's the 5. I look for this in the middle. There's my 6. See, it's what puffs out is where I see my information. It's what puffs out at you. And I think that these are answers in here that I have to do really slow because I didn't. I feel like pulsating. I feel like I'm pulsating like a heart. My God. Well, I know the shit that I see. It's
sheer cliff face that comes below our barn by about 40, 50 feet. There's no access to it. These people cannot walk it. There's nothing they can do with it. And it meets up with my other neighbor's property markers in the creek.
Let me see if I could go faster.
Now,
faster.
The rest of the spot that looks like an actual shape, and by the way, it doesn't, so I never rely on GIS data. But, I can't see it either. Let me see. All right. This piece right here, see where it says bridge, then the property marker, right there. I'm fucking up all kinds of shit today. Okay. This piece right here.
See, this one is different than the other one I showed you guys. The other one had names of the trees.
Right here. All right. Bridge to the first property marker. Okay? This bridge is down at the creek. All of this is supposed, look, everything out here is nothing but cliff. It's not shit they can do with it. Ours comes down on theirs, and then they come up on us by 38 feet. Okay? Also, this right here is not buildable because it is cliff face. This right here is cliff and embankment. Okay? All of it. So, and the way it would actually be turned was like, sort of like this.
It's interesting, actually.
Because this is our second driveway that goes up towards the house. So everything here is cliff face and embankment. All of this is unusable from these marker points down. And I've measured this. Their widest point is 100 feet. Part of that's still hanging off the cliff that's falling off and eroding because guess what? Their lowest point is at 35 degrees. Their highest point on my goddamn hill, right here, where they come up on me 38 feet, is 75 degrees. The land itself is rated 7E, which, by the way, the only reason that it's rated is because And at some point when that was done, they assumed, well, we want to make sure these people can throw chickens or pigs or something on it if need be. But it should actually be rated 8, which is conservation only. Because of the watershed. The shale, the silt, and the clay in it. Now,
oh my God, let me see if she gets getting closer.
I was like, no, sir, it's not. There's not a goddamn easement. Or has there ever been on this motherfucker? It is not in any deeds, not even theirs. I have them in fucking hands.
They talk about it.
And then they can't be, 25, 50 feet near our property line. There is nowhere they're touching that my property line
is. So this goes on.
That's all I'm saying. Go find your own fucking place. That's all I'm saying. But they're breaking up these tracks, and then everything goes up, and then everybody has to start selling. What happens when everybody starts selling is this. You're going to be surrounded by the same goddamn...
She's upset about this, very upset about it. So this is very important.
To happen. They're going to break up these big tracts of land because they're greedy out of state. Fine, you want to move, you want to be free, you do America, do it somewhere fucking else. That's all I'm saying. Go find your own fucking place. That's all I'm saying. But they're breaking up these tracts, and then everything goes up, and then everybody has to start selling. What happens when everybody starts selling is this. You're going to be surrounded by the same goddamn thing you were trying to move the fuck away from and end up in a bunch of HOA, and that's how you do it. You push, it ends up exactly what the fuck you left. You end up pushing the people out that own these tracts of land, say like his, for hundreds of years. Okay? And that's some horse shit. I don't get down with that. Go find somewhere else. There's all kinds of places off fucking grid that don't have that same problem where it's not going to break up these giant tracts and you could live free for more than 5 years. Because these out-of-towners and staters keep coming into this motherfucker and doing what they're doing right now and paying as much as $20,000+ for 2 acres. We're all hit down here. Our taxes are going to be astronomical. Fucking done with it. Point being, if you're from out of state and you have to be watching this, take your friends, stay the fuck home, go somewhere else. But let me tell you how stupid this is. Okay? I have friends that we were getting ready to buy the property off of just a few weeks ago because they were going to move for $20,000. Had a house, had buildings on it, close to 20 acres. That way nobody else could move into the holler, okay?
Here she was going to bid on, this is May 7th. So what I'm showing, she speaks very well. I find it very interesting, actually. Here she speaks well. You can't understand her during her shows, but I'm speeding this up, but it's really educational, right? She's very protective of where she is.
Because I don't want that. I don't want fucking neighbors. These dumb motherfuckers here just spent that on this unusable piece of fucking property. The light hauler, in case some of you on Beach Creek aren't aware yet, we've been going through this past few days, I've discovered most of the goddamn second light haulers for sale. So I don't know, y'all. I can see somebody dying over some shit like that real easy. And we all know how my road is about,
See? She says this a couple times. Let me slow it down to normal. Listen what she said.
Point being, if you're from out of state and you happen to be watching this, tell your friends, stay the fuck home, go somewhere else. But let me tell you how stupid this is, okay? I have friends that we were getting ready to buy the property off of just a few weeks ago because they were going to move for $20,000. Had a house, had buildings on it, close to 20 acres. That way nobody else could move into the holler, okay? Because I don't want that. I don't want fucking neighbors. These dumb motherfuckers here just spent that on this unusable piece of fucking property. The light hauler, in case some of you on Beach Creek aren't aware yet, we've been going through this past few days, I've discovered most of the goddamn second light haulers for sale. So I don't know, y'all. I can see somebody dying over some shit like that real easy.
Hear that? It's the second time she said it. She found out through the grapevine that the holler, the second holler, whatever it is that she's saying, was for sale. And this is where shit hits the fan. Listen.
Move into the holler, okay? Because I don't want that. I don't want fucking neighbors. These dumb motherfuckers here just spent that on this unusable piece of fucking property. The light hauler, in case some of you on Beach Creek aren't aware yet, we've been going through this past few days, I've discovered most of the goddamn second light haulers for sale. So I don't know.
So for the last few days they've been going through this, and she just found out the second half was for sale.
I don't know, y'all. I can see somebody dying over some shit like that.
See?
Real easy. And we all know how my road is about, people and property and shooting people in the throat down there. So,
I mean, she's saying it pretty nonchalantly.
If you're out of state and you happen to be watching this, tell your friends to stay the fuck home.
Listen.
Go somewhere else. But let me tell you how stupid this is. Okay? I have friends that we were getting ready to buy the property off of just a few weeks ago because they were going to move for $20,000. Had a house, had buildings on it, close to 20 acres. That way nobody else could move into the holler, okay? Because I don't want that. I don't want fucking neighbors. These dumb motherfuckers here just spent that on this unusable piece of fucking property. The light hauler, in case some of you on Beach Creek aren't aware yet, we've been going through this the past few days, I've discovered most of the goddamn second light haulers for sale. So I don't know, y'all. I can see somebody dying over some shit like that real easy. And we all know how my road is about, people and property and shooting people in the throat down there. So, all I'm saying is that y'all need to be paying attention in Beach Creek with your properties and your neighbors right now. Because some of these greedy ass little heirs are all up to all kinds of shit. And I'd say, honestly, I guarantee you, if you look, on ours, if you go on any of the real estate sites that are still up, he's not taken down and shit. These pictures, and I mean, I'll post them here in a little bit to give you an idea. If I thought that's what I bought, even though I'm a dumbass and my real estate outside of the state costs like $20,000 an acre, and I think I'm getting a great fucking deal. I'm paying 20-some thousand for 2 acres. And I'm like, well, I'm having, I get to homestead, I can do whatever, but also be a fucking nuisance in the country and mess with the goddamn front yard. Either way, I think that's my dream. I show up, I think these pictures are, this dream piece of land. And then I get there and I realize that it's not a dream piece of land. What it is I've been stuck in the ass crack corner of an overhang that's going to fall the fuck off in the next few years. And then I'm going to be responsible legally and financially for retaining walls. Because let me tell you, if these motherfuckers try to figure out a way to get a driveway up there, they're going to cut off a piece of that cliff to do so. When they do that, ours is going to start sliding because it is a fucking hill. It's made of shale. It's been left alone, so the loam, the trees, all that shit act like a safety net, whatever. Keep it the fuck up. When they start digging, all of it's going to slide. In Tennessee, they are legally and financially responsible for retaining walls. Not just while they're digging, but for the rest of it. Doesn't matter if they sell and move the fuck off. They were the ones that did the shit. So throughout the years, they are strapped with what it's going to take to make sure our property doesn't just slide the fuck off and poof, and devalue ours and shit. And I'm not going to play that game. Anyway, they come up there and they start cutting trees to try to fucking do what? The shit's going to slide. When the trees are missing, that netting's not there from the root systems. Shit's going to get worse drastically and quickly. They can't dig back down to an angle that is going to, help anything. And a park test, that's fucking laughable in that spot. But, I don't think these people know what they're buying. I don't think they've looked. And let me tell you that this survey map, see, this is what I've been looking for, is their points past few days off of this fucking survey map. And to make sure...
Well, maybe that's why they're using the trees and strengthening the roots. Because they're trying to hold the land together? I don't know.
So, I know for fact from their deeds and some stuff in Sullivan County and court and other things throughout the years, this survey map was done about 5 months before 77 when it went with this deed. It was put into file. Okay? I know for a fact they didn't provide these people with a survey.
So this goes on, let's see.
If they ever buy property or house and they do the low angle, it makes everything...
This continues. And this is also where I get kind of interesting pictures. the backyard from here. I mean the backyard. In the back of the car, yada yada. Wait. This continues through. See, I did this. Oh, I did this one. Let me see which one this is.
Cliff, I can't even walk or access in any way. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell him, but I do know that shit's probably gonna go for a while. Anyway, so visual representation is currently there. So if they show up, especially if I'm gone, they can see that they were fucking lying to. And I hope that they are as pissed as we are. And I hope they fuck somebody up in court. And it looks like this particular person that's been doing this sailing been sued a few times in court already and lost.
This goes on.
To keep our property from sliding, to keep it from losing value. Yeah, I'm going to make it clear that if they choose to try to build there, that there will be retaining walls. That's on them. Tennessee legally states they have to financially and yada yada. It's their responsibility. So, for good, not once, but for good, to keep our property from sliding, to keep it from losing value, etc., etc. And then I'm going to make it clear that that's the first and last time we're going to talk or be neighborly, and I don't care if they're fucking dying or screaming or I hear a murder take place. I'm not coming over a fucking fence to help them, so they better learn how to fucking drive out of Beach Creek to, Holster Valley, where there's no trauma centers anymore, and they got to be flat lifted there from Johnson. I don't know. And I'm hoping when they get there, they didn't get to see that whole, that switcheroo a few hours before online where dumbass was like, oh, there's cable there, and there's has to be an internet. And then he switched it up real quick, and shady ass, yeah. So, maybe once I realize there ain't, okay, and right there where they're sitting, they'll never even get satellite TV or satellite internet. I can promise you that. So, good fucking luck to them. Trying to figure out a driveway and how to put pipelines from the water and all that shit that's nowhere near that, but nowhere near my property line, nowhere near field beds and leach beds and blah, blah, blah. I mean, good fucking luck to them. That's all I can fucking say. So, I have a feeling this is going to be a shit show. I'm going to stand back and watch it. Because I guarantee you, any buyer that shows up for that motherfucker is going to be heated. They're expecting a... What would it call?
Like, whose voice is? Like, right? These are different ones. This is a really strange one. It's like not even her. Oh, this is the one that I have like this. Oh, this is the one that I have like this, and this is the blonde that winds up in the front seat. Now, she tries to say that this is her. So what I do is I've listened to these videos. It's telling the story that I've told you guys. It's telling the story of Summer Moon Wild Sacrifices. I am going to look at all of those maps because they do, to me, give information on the story. Wait. So this is what this is what I do with these videos. Oh, a lot of the videos that I play slow, it's really creepy. They have voices in the background. Like, all these videos have, like, really weird voices in the background. Look at all these different ones that are her. So reminds me of Candace's mom, Grandis. These videos have little kids' voices. They have the squeaking noise. These are just so many different looks. But when I stop in between them, I just get a whole different person. These are all summer. Oh, why'd I say that? These are all summers, what came out. But these are all summers. These are summer. Funny, I caught that. I usually don't catch it. This is what the older summer looks like. It kind of looks like the sketch they put out of her. Is this one. When I listen to Candace, I hear her saying daughter, summer as a separate person. Like the daughter and then summer. And I also have in these videos, I'm going to have to make little cuts of it so I don't play the whole thing. That she says that Summer is 4 years old and had a total crew cut. But see that, look at this smaller window over here. I mean, this isn't... Yeah, that's a big statement. I feel like that this is a summer. That this is summer. That's how I feel. See? It's not Jodi Sue in there. Whoever is in these photos and in behind the deep fake, like the ones in here, like in between these fast pieces, is a summer. Right in there. Right here. See, that's where they change it. See this small one? Watch. It goes from... Look at this small one over here. It goes from... I don't know if you guys could see this very well. Wait. Zoom in. Zoom in. All right. Look at this smaller over here. Watch. See? The smaller one has dark hair. Like it's a different person. See, these are what's in between. And then the one up here is different. And then it changes. But it's the information that's in this small one that I see summer. See, because it's the small one that is what's under the big photo. Right in there. See, that's the face. See that face and that face? Because it see how it changes in there? Right there. See, it usually changes like in right there where it moves frames. Right in there. So these are the different, all the different videos put together. And they're all supposed to be her. Her. See this face? That's a younger person. It's a younger person, you guys. See right in there. See, now look at her head. Look at the lips. As I go slow. But what do you guys see? I see a bruised up human. It's a bruised up human. See? And then goes into this person here. It's what I see, and that's what I do. I could, just tell you what I see. You know what? For a second, I swear to God, I thought I saw Ethan Chapman. Weird. Weird. I totally saw a flash of Ethan Chapman. Interesting. So look at the one in the window. Look at that. This is when you get the layers. These are showing the layers. See? These are the colors that summer was in. Look at the faces. Look at here. Here. These are different faces. Right? Right there. So I have a very deep feeling about this, and I think that the answers are all within Beach Creek community. I'm not saying Jodi Sue has anything to do with it. I'm saying that it's protected. It's protected. It's a big deal that it's protected. And there's no one could come on in and just stop it. I just go through all of these. And I know exactly what to look for. And I only look for my elements. I look for the eye, I look for the finger. And that I'm going to do tomorrow. Because I didn't even mark, as I look at these, I didn't even mark any of the videos of what's on them. So that's what I'll do, is next time I'll come on and play this stuff correctly.
I think I introduced myself. Maybe.
Oh, this I wanted to show you. This will be my last thing tonight. Listen what she says. It matches two other people with Big L. She says Big L.
It's a good day. It's a good day. It's going to be a good day. And we're going to continue. But y'all, just in case I die.
Listen what she said. Listen.
Look, I think I jinxed myself. Maybe. No, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's gonna be a good day. And we're gonna continue. But y'all, just in case I die.
Big L.
We don't know what else about me, and
She says Big L just in case I die.
Mm.
Here, I'm playing it again.
They do something. Oh, look, I think I jinxed myself. Maybe. No, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's gonna be a good day. And we're gonna continue. But y'all, just in case I die. Look, I think I jinxed myself. Maybe. No, it's a good day. It's a good day. It'll be a good day. And we're gonna continue. Yeah, just in case I die. We don't know what else for me, and I don't know either. Hmm. So tired of rain.
So all of these videos hold incredible information. Look in the back seat. This is most important. Look at the back seat. I will videotape this video and only videotape the back seat so you guys get a close look. Okay. This will be the last video I'm going to be closing on. This is the most important information to get through to you guys tonight, because tomorrow's follow-up will be backing this shit up. There we go. Do you see what's in the corner? It's a murder. You guys see what's in the corner? Look at. There is someone down under in a tunnel, in a box, somewhere, I believe, within the holler. This. This doesn't lie. For some reason, I saw Ethan Chapman in this for a split second, like I saw him within my third eye. Take a picture of this. Right there. Let me take a picture and brighten it up. Here you go, you guys. This is the sum of tonight's presentation. You see it right on video, so it is what I'm about to put up here is taken from her video right there. It's right there. Just go into the small boxes right there. Straight from the video. Right there. That's Jodi. Let me get one of Jodi Sue's. Wait. Her face in it. Okay. So. This here is what I'm going to leave you with. And this is going to be my new cover. This is for all the Summer Moon Wells cases, and to bring justice really soon, you guys.